We did it! Let's go! Let's go, let's go. Okay. Right, really scary fight. Team Aqua and their hack shenanigans are so difficult to deal with. We are risking there's 2 turns on this fight that are really risky. Turn 1 and a couple turns with the electrode. So turn 1, if this Gengar... So this Gengar can explode turn 1. If it does, I actually want that to happen, because we don't die to explosion crit. What we do die to, though, is Shadow Ball crit. Don't do it, man. Max roll Shadow Ball crit kills me. Don't do it. Okay. It was, it had to Shadow Ball, that's like 98%-ish, and not explode. Then it had to crit, and then it had to max roll, so that was very unlikely. If that happened, I think we wiped, because we had no way of killing this Gengar. This Gengar has Focus Band, we knock off the Focus Band, even if it activates this turn, we kill it the turn after with Bullet Punch. So that's how Scizor was dealing with this. And we're at quite high HP, actually. Don't know if that's good or good. I'd prefer to be lower HP, honestly. This is always a water move. This turn doesn't matter, we go straight into our 4 times water resist, our grass dragon type, Alolan Exeggutor. This next turn should also be okay. We use up the water gem, we take this water spout. Water spout is 150 base damage if Octillery is full health, and Octillery's ability is Sniper, so if it gets a crit it's going to do something like extra damage, something like double damage. I think that's it, maybe 2.5. A lot of damage. That's all we're going to need to focus on. This is now a poison type move always. We go into Basculegion. This is also safe. I'd prefer not to see crits because Basculegion HP could be useful later, and I'd prefer not to see poison for the same reason as well. Perfect. This is now always a grass type move. This is really important. Do not crit me, please. Don't do it. Split F drop is fine. Okay, good. We need to avoid one more crit. Volt switch out. If this crits, we are golden. Okay, no crit. That's fine. This is always a poison move. Back into Basculegion. God, I'm nervous. This is okay again. We prefer not to see crits or poison. Okay, there's the crit, and look how much damage that did. And a poison, of course. Basculegion HP clearly is not going to be looking too hot. Okay, get the crits out the way. You crit me this turn, you can't crit me again. It's statistically impossible. Come on. It's literally, you can't get 2 crits in a row, man. Right? The statistics! The fraudulent statistics. Right, now we Volt Switch and kill this. We needed to Volt Switch because I need to have someone sitting in here when Octillery dies so that the next Pokemon that comes in is not Skuntank. We're going into Gigalith. Gigalith is pre-damaged and holding a muscle band so that this is always Relicanth, not Skuntank. Please be correct. Please be correct. This is the Skuntank I can lose. This is always a water move. We should be safe. It's never going to click anything else. Perfect. We never died to crit. That doesn't matter, unfortunately. This Relicanth is holding a Bright Powder, so if you miss it, you're in a lot of trouble. I've taught Magical Leaf to this Electrode so that we can never miss, and we're holding Wise Glasses, so this always kills. Last Pokemon is very scary. This is a Skuntank. This Skuntank has Nasty Plot. It's not going to go for it though. It's always clicking Dark Pulse or Sludge Bomb. One or the other. Because it kills me with both, unfortunately. So we can't Volt Switch because this is faster than us, because there's permanent Tailwind on the other side, which I haven't mentioned. Every single one of the opponent's Pokemon is double speed. Insane. Thankfully Electrode outspeeds the Octillery even in double speed, but this Skuntank is too fast for us to handle. So we're going to direct switch into Gigalith, who lives any move. This should never be Nasty Plot, by the way, because he always sees a kill. Gigalith lives any move and only baits Dark Pulse afterwards. perfect. So this is always Dark Pulse, and I'm holding a muscle band, which means that the Skuntank thinks I can kill it with Earthquake. Can I? Can I kill it with Earthquake? Do I just stay in here and try? Maybe I should have given this soft sand or something. No, it's okay. This should always be Dark Pulse, right? If I stay in now, I'm risking flinch, and then he might Sludge Bomb the turn after, so I don't think this is smart. This will have to be our backup plan, basically, if things go wrong. This is always going for Dark Pulse. We're going to go straight into Hariyama. This can't explode. That's why all of this was set up this way, because Skuntank can come out last. It has Explosion, but it's never going to click it. Don't crit this and we might be okay. Okay. How much health am I on? With Hariyama. Okay, I have to fake out because, yeah, unfortunately, I have to fake out. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. So how much does Sludge Bomb crit do to me? Sludge Bomb crit does 216. So if I just close combat here, I can kill with Bullet Punch the next turn, actually. Yeah. Is there any punish to just clicking close combat straight away? Or do I just fake out for once? I think I fake out first. Yeah, I think I fake out first. That's a lot of damage. Okay, we're still never dead to Sludge Bomb crit. And we have a Citrus Berry, so I believe this is always safe. We have Citrus as well. The thing that I needed to remember was that the Skuntank's ability is Aftermath. If you kill it with a physical move, like I'm about to, you automatically lose 25% of your health as punishment for killing. But we have a Citrus Berry, so that Citrus Berry would always have procced and always kept us safe from Aftermath. And Burn does not go off, I believe, if you win the battle. Okay, we're through. Right, this is a terrifying fight. Line that I have is based on the line that I saw a previous Run Bun champ do, Gremmy, actually. I have made some alterations, though, that have fine-tuned it a little bit. The line is to start with Garchomp on this Inteleon and spam Brick Break. Brick Break will break the screens, and Inteleon is very incentivized to just click screens every turn. It's more than it's about a 90% chance for it to click Light Screen or Reflect every turn. And the adjustment that I made is teaching Garchomp Hidden Power, because otherwise Garchomp only has physical moves, and it could only go for Reflect, but by giving it Hidden Power, we increase the chances of it clicking screens, because it knows that I have both a physical and a special move. I am talking because I am so nervous right now. Please don't attack. Yes! Okay. The riskiest part of this fight was if this Inteleon clicked an attack on me. It's about 10% chance to do so every turn. And if it did it once, that's okay. The line is intact. If it did it once and crit, we lose Garchomp and possibly the whole run. So it's like a 0.6% chance just to wipe every turn. I don't know how good this line was, but it sets things up so nicely, because this is always Icicle Spear. So long as like 4 of these don't crit, we should be okay. Honestly, that Inteleon in Tailwind being fast, so you can't outspeed it, it's such a demon. It has Sniper, so if it crits Snipe Shot, it does like 2.5x damage. I actually need to check how much Sniper does. Let me have a look. I've been seeing quite a few Sniper mons. Yeah, so it does 2.25 overall. It's a lot of damage. We are just going to kill this with Thunderbolt. We never die to Liquidation crit. Liquidation crit drop would not be nice though, because it might bait a random move. No, it's pretty fictional. If this had max rolled Liquidation crit me and got loads of Icicle Spear crits, just so I was barely above 25% on finishing this with a Citrus Berry, this can technically, I think, be Zing Zap, and then my line is very messed up, but I still have to risk Gyarados. This line is really nice though. This is in particular the bit that the previous champ, Gremmy, that I saw this fight with, works really well with. So this is always Superpower. So we go into Gyarados on the Superpower and Intimidate it. The Intimidate is really important because once this is intimidated, even after burn with Guts boost, this only sees one killing move on the Basculesian, which we're going to be switching back and forth with. This is now always Zing Zap. And we're going to be doing this back and forth, back and forth. This is always Zing Zap. And on Garchomp, it's always either Superpower or Facade. So we go into our Ghost type. And that's why the Intimidate is really important. If this is base attack, Crunch sees killing rolls, so it can go for Crunch on my switch to Garchomp, which is very bad. Now this is perfectly calculated actually, so long as I don't make the wrong switch every turn. Burn does 1/16 damage, but it's rounded down in this game, in all Pokemon games. So technically, we need 17 turns of Burn to kill this Luxray. If you'll notice, Burn is ticking on odd turns for Garchomp. The first turn that Luxray took damage was on Garchomp. So, 17 is an odd number. It will always die whilst Garchomp is still in. Okay, so this looks like it's gonna kill, but trust the mathematics. Trust the mathematics! He should live with like very little HP because of the way the burn is calculated. It's really important. Don't die this turn. Nice. Trust the mats, trust the mats. Okay. And now we end with Garchomp in. That's perfect. It gives us basically a free switch for the last Pokemon. This last Pokemon is Drapion. Drapion can never set up Swords Dance because it can see that I have killing rolls of Earthquake. Earthquake minimum roll doesn't kill, but after Rough Skin, it does. I had to delete Bulldoze for Hidden Power on Garchomp again to bait Light Screen from Inteleon. Hopefully that will come into play. I can always get Rock Tomb easily from Lily Cove and just buy Rock Tomb, so speed control is on Garchomp, but my logic is that I never really have clicked. Have I clicked Bulldoze before? I'm not really sure. I think Garchomp just kills things and doesn't really care about speed, and if it does, Rock Tomb will hopefully be enough. Executor is phenomenal for this double battle, like really, really good. So insane. In fact, you'll see turn 1 and turn 2. Executor pops off. Okay, so double battle and the opponent gets permanent tailwind, doubling their speed whilst we're stuck in the dirt. Classic double battle strats, as we always do. We're baiting kills into Togedemaru because we're pre-damaged. I don't know if I needed to pre-damage here, but I'm not sure if Vicious Rend has any glitches, so I'm not going to risk that in terms of whether the opponent knows that they outspeed me. So we're just going to stay pre-damaged because then Dracovish is always going to attack Togedemaru. Now, Draco Meteor kills Dracovish in one hit. We are just going to Spiky Shield. This should be Focus Blast into, Aura Sphere, into Togi, and it should be Vicious Rend into Togi. Perfect. Toxicroak has Fake Out, but it's never going to click Fake Out because it can see a fast kill on Togedemaru, so that's how we avoid the Fake Out. Now, Executor is -2 special attack here, so we're doing half damage, but Executor is so insane. That this Leaf Storm, even at -2, still always kills. And this is again a fighting and water move, so we're just going to go into Basculesian to avoid the fighting move and always live the water move. Crit drop, I might need to use my brain a bit more. No crit, no drop, perfect. And now it's a 2v1. Got 174, what's the most that Toxicroak can do to Basculesian? The thing I need to keep in mind is that this Toxicroak and the Raichu behind it, coming in soon, both Focus Band. So technically we can actually lose if Focus Band crits every single turn now into Infinity. So this is always Sludge Bomb onto this side, so we're going to go into Togi. And we're just going to Psychic Fangs. We have many opportunities to kill this though. Okay, that's fine. This might just straight up kill, depending on if Focus Band procs or not. Okay, it didn't. Focus Band has, I believe it's a 10% chance to proc every turn and just make you immune to death from a hit. I probably should have thought of ways of dealing with this, but this Raichu does almost no damage to my team, so we should be fine. We're gonna fake out and let's just hit a Poltergeist for the boys. I don't need to do this, but I have so many answers in the back that let's risk the animation. There it is. Turn his Focus Band against him. Such a cool animation. No Focus Band. Use it against them and then it won't activate. That's the trick, eh? Right, here we go. This is well known for being one of the most notoriously unreliable fights to beat in the whole game. Why? Because it's a tag battle. So you're fighting a boss with 6 killer Pokemon and they get Tailwind and your teammate is Shell and she has 3, let's just say unreliable Pokemon. In every sense of the word, unreliable. The first Pokemon is Delcatty, and Delcatty doesn't even do what it's meant to do properly. It doesn't reliably die on first turn. The idea is that it fakes out one of the opposing Pokemon and they both see a kill into it, but even then there's like a 3% chance that it lives on turn 1, so that's really difficult to plan for. The second Pokemon is Rhyperior. Rhyperior goes crazy in this fight, but it has Stone Edge and can miss, so it's not even that reliable either. 3 is Venusaur, and Venusaur is pretty good as well in this fight, Mega Venusaur, but it has Sleep Powder, it can click it all the time, and it can miss Sleep Powder, so that's not even reliable either. This fight is almost impossible to do riskless. We have got a near riskless line. We are investing a lot of resources into it though. There is a way that we wipe here. It's so fictional though, it's so fictional. I'll talk about it when we get into the fight. Overquill has not come to a single fight so far. I think I brought it but never sent it out. It doesn't even have an Intimidate, so this has not been a great encounter. I haven't used it much at all. Drapion has been far better and outshined this, so I feel okay exploding this today. This works as an exploding lead in this fight because I have scaled HP on this. If I didn't scale HP, Hydreigon would have seen Fast Kill into it, so that was necessary. So we've used one scale here, and obviously we're exploding Overcourse, so that's one Pokemon gone. We are also using a Custap Berry. That's a really important item. You only get one of them in the whole game, so we're using it on this fight to get through. And Gigalith is blowing up as well. Gigalith has not come to many fights. It's come to a couple in early game, but not many since, so I feel okay losing this Pokemon as well. We've had him all the way since Rustaf Tunnel, sorry. And Hariyama is going to clutch up and finish the batch for us. Those are our 3 Mons. Corviknight's here just as a fly Pokemon and for moral support, and is holding a Relic Crown, just for luck. That's everything. It's me again. Do you need to worry about me? We'll see, man, we'll see. Are you gonna wipe me now? There she is. Everyone's reaction to her arriving, whatever. 1, 2, 3, lock in, and let's go. Absolute demonic team, a Shifu Hydreigon. Some of the other Pokemon in the back are crazy as well. He's got an Ultra Beast, he's got a Mega Sharpedo, he's got a Rotom that can set up screens. Insane fight, and obviously his speed is double, so you're not outspeeding this guy's team. We are not even going to try though. We live both of their attacks. They are never attacking Overquill here. We're going to explode. Delcatty's faking out one of them, and he's going to die to one of them. 3% chance it survives, but we're going to blow up, so it's not going to survive. Also, this is the first time I've ever seen Overquill back sprite. It looks really cool, actually. Overquill, you've done nothing for us this run, but you've made this fight safe, so respect. See you around, buddy. Let's go, boom! Boom number 1. Delcatty down. It's a 5v6, or is it? Let's even the odds a little. With Silkscarf, this is a guaranteed kill on both. Crit doesn't matter. 4v4, let's go. Goodbye, Overquill. Next, we bring in the big boy, Geodestal. We're on 1 HP intentionally. Why? Because our berry's gonna go off instantly. Custap berry means you just go first if you eat it. That's really important because the Rotom then doesn't get a chance to set up screens, which obviously halves our damage output. Gigalith, you've been decent. You've come to a few fights, helped us out here and there, but I think your time has come. Again, no matter what you've done in the past, right here, right now, you make this fight relatively safe. I have one thing to ask of you. Don't crit the Rhyperior, please. And it's only a very, very, very specific set of rolls of crit. It's so fictional. Custap Berry goes off. Gigalith blows up. Standard. Don't crit the Rhyperior. Rotom always dies. Don't do it. Don't crit the Rhyperior. Good. If I had crit the Rhyperior there to exactly 23, 24, or 25%, Sharpedo in normal form might not see kill with Waterfall here. In that case, if Sharpedo doesn't see kill with Waterfall, it can Waterfall and flinch my Hariyama. That is the lose condition. It's an insanely fictional lose condition. So this this strat is about like 99.9, even more % safe. Hariyama is going to Brick Break and kill the Sharpedo. Hariyama lives anything from the Stack Attacker. We are completely safe. Sharpedo is always going for the kill on Rhyperior. Goodbye, Rhyperior. You've done nothing this fight because we didn't need you to do anything. I am taking the initiative out of Shell's hands. We are taking it all. We are taking all 6 kills in this fight. Brick Break always kills, and we always live an attack from Stack Attacker. And my Hariyama is just faster than this Stack Attacker in Tailwind. Stack Attacker is a slow boy, a slow fat boy. We outspeed this by like a couple of points, so we got really lucky in the IV department. And that's Pyre Attack. We're through with, how many deaths are we on now? 13 deaths. The unlucky 13. Let's go. GG, Archie. Goddamn. Hype. I basically didn't get this encounter because I thought maybe it would be worth delaying until we get Waterfall, because you can get some really good grass encounters, but I was looking at it yesterday and I decided that waiting all the way until we get Waterfall past the 8th gym is not worth it, and we're just going to fish here and get another water type for Magma Hideout, which I think is probably the better priority. I just can't be bothered delaying this encounter anymore. There are a few things we can get that are good here. We've got a few dupes as well. Sharpedo and Greninja would be great water dark types. Milotic is also not too bad. I think that's basically what we can get here. More or less, this is just a Sitch. Nice. That's pretty solid. That's really, really solid. Bruh. Okay, finally. Calm, okay. Obviously you want speed and special attack with Greninja. Okay, minus attack plus special defense. Yep, that's fine. 31 speed, 23 special attack. That is good. That is really, really good. That's awesome. Okay. Magma Hideout, here we go. Magma Grunt 1. We're about to see a lot of items that are very whack. Things like Focus Band, Quick Claw. We're gonna have to deal with them all. This fight should be almost riskless. There's some fiction that can happen with the Slowbro, but I think our odds are significantly in our favor. So let's run it. Back to the evil team themes. Love it. Right, so this Torkoal is Quick Claw, so it has a 20% chance-ish, a bit higher, to just outspeed you no matter what. It has Explosion, and it has Fire Blast and Solar Beam, and Shell Smash. So it can set up if you don't kill it. It has crazy coverage with fire and grass, and it can just straight up outspeed and explode you. An explosion in this game does crazy amounts of damage. We have a safe way of beating this, which is why we scaled special attack on Dragapult. Draco Meteor almost always just kills, and if it doesn't, Sucker Punch always kills after, and Sucker Punch priority goes before Quick Claw, even if it goes off. So we always take one Fire Blast here. This obviously won't explode on us because we're a Ghost type. This is the safest way to deal with this Torkoal that I have. There it is! He's way slower than me, but because of that Quick Claw proccing, he can just move first. The reason I had to scale special attack was because if he burnt me with that Fire Blast, Sucker Punch would not have killed after Draco Meteor. But this way, it always does. This should always be Tauros Play Rough only. Technically could be Iron Tail as well, that's also fine. The whole team underspeeds Dragapult, so it should just be the first slow kill. Now, Tauros is going for Play Rough or Iron Tail, we have to pay attention here. We're going to go straight into Infernate. This looks a little bit crazy, but Infernate never dies to max roll crit or Play Rough. That's perfect. If he had got the attack drop from Play Rough, Fake Out into close combat always kills with Black Belt. But because he didn't get the drop, I'm just going to CC and kill this. Now at this amount of health, at -1 defense, this is always going to be Charizard who comes in. Could he go for Belly Drum? No, because he sees a slow kill, doesn't he? I don't think he can go for Belly Drum. So he's always going to attack. We're going to go into Slowbro. This is not the fictional part yet. I mean, technically, if he crits every single turn on me, this could be a bit difficult. This Charizard's holding Bright Powder, so you have a 10% chance just to miss any of your attacks. And it has Belly Drum, so if you if you miss anything and it goes to Belly Drum, you're basically going to get swept by this Charizard. The way that we're getting around this is that Slowbro actually shows Charizard that it can kill it if it uses Belly Drum, so Charizard should never ever click Belly Drum. Additionally, I'm holding a zoom lens, which increases my accuracy by 20% if I'm slower, so we should never miss. That was a decent amount of damage. I'm going to Seismic Toss once. He's always going to be dual wing beating. If he crits 4 dual wing beats in a row, that's 180 damage, so we're just going to keep track of that. 3 Seismic Tosses always kill. That's also important to keep track of. Second Seismic Toss, putting him into range where the last one will always kill. Perfect, he's not getting crits these turns. Now, he's 1 Seismic Toss from dying. This is perfectly set up so that I know exactly when he's going to die. There's no crits risked or anything like that. Now we're going to slack off until we're full HP. And we're going to do the classic Future Sight tech strats. We're going to slack off one more time just to get to full HP. I'd prefer it if you didn't crit me these turns now, Charizard. We can manage with a couple, but I'd still rather that not happen. So, Future Sight's a move that hits 2 turns after you use it. We're going to Future Sight. This is where we don't want to see crits. So we get 2 turns to do what we want before Future Sight hits at the end of the turn. We're going to slack off, get back to full HP. And we're going to kill the Charizard. It is guaranteed to kill. If he crits these dual wing beats, it makes our chances... Okay. He got the perfect crit for him. That's a bit annoying. I'm sure we'll still be okay though. Now, Future Sight is going to hit at the end of this turn, but Charizard is gone. Doesn't matter. The next target to come in, which should be Granbull, I believe. Perfect. comes in and gets instantly hit by Future Sight. So we start off with this already weakened. This Gramble could technically beat my Slowbro if he crits every single player off. We're not going to risk that. We're going to get back up to full HP every time we attack. Because he does a decent amount of damage, I'll be honest. If we are ever in that scenario, I can just directly switch out, actually. So we should be okay either way. But I'd rather not do that. I'm going to slack off again. Right. I think I can afford to slack off one more time. Let's not see crits. I do have a backup if this starts critting me. But things become a little more scary. Okay, so we're at full HP. Two seismic tosses always kill this. Yeah. After a Future Sight, 2 seismic tosses, which obviously does the your HP as damage. I think we're good. We're going to try and spam slack off again to get as high HP as possible. Let's not see crits on these last 4 turns. Okay, we're getting pretty lucky. We saw a few crits from Charizard, so that was the probably average result. It's just a bit annoying that that was on the last turn, where it mattered the most. Okay, I think we're almost full HP now, aren't we? How much HP do I have to be on this to avoid Flare Blitz on Arcanine? I think we're good. I'm going to Seismic Toss. Perfect. Now, this is what we've set up perfectly. We want this Arcanine Hisui to come in, it's the last Pokemon left. This has a Focus Band, 10% chance that if you are about to kill it with a move that you hit it with, it just doesn't die. That's really, really hard to plan with, but there's a way around it. Indirect damage. Focus Band should not protect you from indirect damage, as far as I understand it. This is either Howl or Head Smash. We are fine with both, unless he crits this Head Smash. He didn't crit it, so it's over. We're going to hit him with Earthquake. Focus Band could proc. It's 10% to proc. If it does, we get to see my plan. It didn't. So, he would then hit me with either Head Smash or Flare Blitz. In that scenario, Garchomp has Rough Skin. Rough Skin would damage him with Recoil and he would die. So this was guaranteed safe, as far as I understand. This boy starts off with an Aggron. Not only does this Aggron have Sturdy, so you can't OHKO it, it also has a Focus Band, so it has a 10% chance, yet again, just like the Arcanine in the last fight, to survive any hit that you do to it. The way that we're going to get around that is we're going to knock off. This also has Counter. AI is extremely incentivized to click Stealth Rock turn 1 because it has Stealth Rock, so we're going to be playing with Stealth Rock during this entire fight, but I don't think it matters. If this clicks Counter on me, I'm never dead, even if I crit this knockoff. I have calculated this. So we're going to knock off, probably see Stealth Rocks. We're getting rid of the Focus Band so we don't ever see it activate. It's the safest way that I had. That's fine. Now we're going to go straight into our boy, Basculegion. We have broken Sturdy, we've got rid of the Focus Band, this is an easy kill for us now. Even if this Aggron now clicks Stone Edge and crits me, we should be fine. That's also fine. We just kill with Superpower now. He outspeed, he's 4 times super effective, it always dies after the knockoff damage. Sturdy's gone, Focus Band's gone, his Aggron is gone. Crit didn't matter. This should now be Electivire because it's the first thing on the team that sees it's faster than me and kills. Guaranteed electric move, you know what we're gonna do. Easy switch into our Earthy boy. Now, AI quirk here. This Electivire has Magnet Rise. If it uses this, it's immune to my ground type moves. Electivire knows that I have a ground move, it knows it's faster, it should be guaranteed to click Magnet Rise here. If it's not, I could technically die to triple crit. There we go. Perfect. We're all good. So, I was pretty confident in that part of the plan. This is probably going to crit me. It has high crit chance. Can he kill me? Nope, we're good. Okay, He hit both and probably crit both, let me guess. Okay. This is still okay. This is perfect. I had accounted for that. Next is going to be the Survivor. Survivor's faster than us and sees a kill only with Giga Drain. This Survivor has a Quick Claw, so it can also just ignore speed. But we have a Pokemon that kind of hard walls this. Dragapult, Dragon Ghost resists all of its moves. We come in on a Giga Drain. We don't care about Stealth Rocks. And we're going to do something very similar to what we did last time, where we're going to Draco Meteor into Sucker Punch. And there's the Quick Claw, but it didn't matter this turn, because this Draco is probably not killing. It's fine. Even a crit is okay. Actually, it might kill, right? Yeah, it's fine. The key point is that this is now not going to be a Alolan Marowak, because it sees that I kill it with Phantom Force. So it should be the Houndoom, perfect, and this should only ever be Dark Pulse, never anything else. Am I dead to anything else with 102? Barely, we're barely out. Oh, this could have been... No, I think we're okay. Even if this is random move, we're okay actually. We're going to go into Primarina, who hard walls this Pokemon. It resists every single one of its moves, except Scorching Sands, which does very little damage anyway. I think technically there may have been a way that I died here. If I had come in, not on Dark Pulse, if I had come in on Flamethrower crit burn, and then he Dark Pulse crit flinched me, Primarina could have died. But we just get a free flip turn. Yeah, he's also quite likely to Will-O-Wisp, so that's... It would have been infinitesimally small for that to happen. I hadn't thought about that during planning though, so thankfully we didn't see that Ultra Fiction. Slow flip turn out into our final Mon. Take a bit from Stealth Rocks, it doesn't matter. We just frag both to Pokemon now. We've set this up perfectly, so the Marowak, who is very slow but very powerful, is going to come in and just die. I didn't really have anything that could safely switch around with this Marowak without investing like 3-4 slots, but this is a guaranteed kill. And that's Magma Grunt 2. This time, our plan for the Focus Band is basically just pray that it doesn't go off infinitely. Remember, 10% each turn for it to go off. It would be really unfortunate if it did. So, this Nidoking is very incentivized to click Stealth Rock on turn 1. It's faster, but we blow away the Stealth Rocks. And now, after this Rapid Spin, we are faster. We also now kill and outspeed with Icicle Spear. Let's not see a Focus Band proc here. If it does, we are very tanky and we take Nidoking's attacks for multiple turns. The only issue is that this could technically, if I'm really unlucky, infinitely proc. Perfect. No Focus Band proc, eh? That's all we need. But we were always getting out of that with no Stealth Rocks, unless Focus Band proc like 5 times, I think it has to in a row. This is a Zoroark. Almost got me. Not quite, bro. Not quite. This is not a Slacking, it's a Zoroark. Perfect. We just kill with Draco. Now, Zoroark's gone. I believe this should be Slacking now. Yeah, perfect. Let's go Cloyster. On the Crunch. This is different to my plan. It might be better. So, what do I want to do here? I'm at 135 HP. it's going to be Camera Up 2 comes in next, and it's always going to be Eruption. That's what I prefer, I think. So let's just get as much damage off as possible, I guess, because this is going to be Truant this turn. Most damage we can get off is Icicle Spear. Let's just do that. And this should always be Camera Up. This is a different line to what I was initially planning, but this will do. Now, this slacking is going to send itself out. The idea is that it's truant, so it only attacks on the first turn it comes in, and then on odd turns, but if it eject buttons, it can come back in and attack instantly as well. It's always Eruption, it's never Explosion. There is a risk here. Not even going to speak about it. I don't want it to happen. If it happens, I don't really know what I'm going to do, actually. I haven't thought about that. It could happen right now. Yes! If he Quick Claw 24% that turn into Earthquake crit, and it's not all killing rolls, it's not all Earthquake rolls, it's like maybe 80% of rolls? Yeah, I would have lost Basque Legion there. So it's less than a percent chance, less than 1% chance there. He also had to get a high roll Eruption for me to even be in that scenario, so we got a bit unlucky there. 185 HP on this. This is 100% crunch. So I can go into Cloister again, I think. I can indeed. Cloister is so good, man. Cloister's so good. So we get a free turn here, actually. And the turn after is always double edge. So I'm actually going to just attack this. There's no reason not to. This is a bit more on-the-fly adjustment, actually. I just planned Corviknight just to beat this down. But this is way safer. Cloister didn't always have health coming into this fight. Nidoking could have whittled it down quite a lot. Okay. Now, we are going to go into Corv on the double edge. Let's just Feather Dance this down, make our chances higher, although we never lose this now. I think we're out of the woods. We might as well just Feather Dance. Okay, there's the crit. Don't kill yourself with recoil. Phew! If he did, I would have been in trouble there. Risking crit and losing Electrode. This is a free switch into Electrode, because it's going to be Truant this turn. God, I'm glad I saw that. Technically, if Aerodactyl... I was planning to switch in on Aerodactyl, do Wing Beat with Electrode, but if he double crit, then I was dead to my own recoil. So, we're just going to... It doesn't really matter what we do here, we're just going to Thunderbolt. We are going to Volt Switch out now. Get a good roll. Perfect. Now, what is this going to be? This is going to be random move. Anything but Earthquake. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. Chomp has enough HP that it should just be able to kill this with the Rust Skin anyway. And that's Aqua Grunt 3. Nice. A little bit of a minor steer. To avoid some friction, but we're through.